Mudhen 3, 3 ship, F-16s, ready for departure.
Mudhen 3.
Remote tower.
Wing 270 at 8 knots. Runway 25 left. You are cleared for takeoff.
Okay, 3, if you're still messing with your settings, forget it. Do it after takeoff. It's gonna take center line. 2 set take active left, 3 take active right. Can? Okay.
Lee, looks like you have chocks on.
Well, I don't. Ignore it.
2.
Alright, 5-second spacing. Lead's taking off now. And lead's turning left, steer 3. And on takeoff, flight push uniform 4.
Mudhen 3-1. Contact depart.
Flight confirm you're on uniform 4. Two, are you on uniform 4?
Yeah, I confirmed 2. Did you hear me?
Yeah. 3, are you on uniform 4?
Yep.
Mudhen 3, airborne, 3 ship, F-16s, 5,000.
Mudhen 3.
1.
Departure. Depart heading 080. Resume on navigation.
You guys were a little behind the timeline, so try to get close to me fairly quick. You don't have to be in an exact formation. And we're gonna cut the corner on steer 2. And flight push uniform 6 and confirm.
2, uniform 6.
3, did you copy uniform 6?
Yeah.
Okay, 3, let me know when you're ready to copy further data. 3, this is 1. Do you have me visual?
Repeat that?
Do you see me? Do you have me visual?
Yeah, I just pressed you.
Okay, Beatfeds returning steer 3 now. Left turn steer 3. Warhawk 3, Mudhen 3 on uniform 6. Okay, for this is 1, I don't see you, so if you lose me for whatever reason, just let me know.
I have visual on you, I'm just having a hard time forming up.
Okay, that's fine. Take your time. You don't have to be in a position. As long as you're in my general area, that's fine.
Checking on uniform.
Warhawk 3, Mudhen 3, loud and clear. And 2 and 3, did you guys hear Warhawk now on uniform 6?
Warhawk 3-2, checking on uniform. 2-2. Loud, clear. Copy, thank you. Mudhen 3, got you loud, clear.
I didn't set it.
Repeat for Mudhen 3.
I heard you loud, clear. Warhawk 3.
Oh, sweet. Leads increasing climb.
2. 3.
Okay, we're gonna cut directly steer 5, because we're just about on card for that. So slight left turn, steer 5. Warhawk Mudhen's gonna cut directly to steer 5, just to maintain card here.
Warhawk 3.
Oh, sorry, and Voidal Carrot means time on station, so we're trying to maintain the pre-planned time to reach the waypoints.
Okay.
Okay, 3. Did you set your bingo already?
I think it's still set to 5,000.
Okay, and did you set your TACAN?
I'm pretty sure I did.
2, can you go off yardstick for a moment just so I can confirm if Ree has his TACAN set up correctly?
Should be on.
Okay, actually I have our TACANs all wrong because we're mixed in with Warhawk. Okay, lead's gonna change TACAN to 12 Yankee. 2 and 3 set your TACAN to 75 Yankee.
2.
And 3, let me know if you're having any trouble with that.
She'll be home and then 1, right?
It should be main page, then 1, yes.
And what's perimeter here?
Repeat.
What parameters am I setting there?
75, enter, make sure it's on the Y band on the lower left, And
Charles 4, Warhawk 3, we're on station. You with us?
Warhawk 3-1, Chalice 4, picture clear.
Got a picture cleared. Warhawk 3.
2 on 75 Yankee, but I'm not getting assistance.
okay, 2, are you on 75?
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting. I am getting a distance of 1.4 miles.
Seven five Yankee AA.
Yeah, I'm on 12, so it should be working. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, flight fence in, leads fenced in 10.6. That's lights off, muster arm on, Mavericks on for those who have them. Okay, free. Did you set your bombs?
Set my what?
Your bombs.
Yes, I do.
Okay. 2, is your yardstick still not working?
Can you repeat that?
That was for 2, not 3.
Correct, still not showing.
Okay, 3. Can you go to the TACAN page and click sequence for a moment and just hold ver for a moment?
I'm on AA.
Okay, can you change it to TR for just a second?
Yep.
Let me know when you need that.
It's done.
2, how's your TACAN?
And it just says P/T.
Your TACAN should be to the right of that.
Yeah, it's just a dash, 4 dashes, or 5 dashes.
Alright, well you're gonna have to live with 3, you can set your TACAN back to AA.
3.
Package Mudhen 3, Spike SA2, 11 o'clock.
Actually, nothing is appearing on my RWR.
Yeah, I just mentioned that. Two, let's try finding this guy with FCR. Okay, flight, we're about to make a right turn and go low level. We're gonna do those simultaneously. Okay, flight right turn, steer 6 and go low, 10 degrees nose down, flight idle in 3, 2, 1. Warhawk 3, Mudhen 3 is going low level, turning steer 6. Still spiked by the SA2, still cannot find him, he's within lethal now.
Warhawk 3 copies. We still have that SA2 spike as well. Just be aware on your egress and return home that it's probably going to be right ahead of you. So.
Yeah, copy that. I think we're just on the edge of his threat ring, so he's not likely to engage us. I think our path is skirting around him. Flight, we're gonna add a little bit of power now. And I'm gonna try and reach the speed for time on station.
2.
Yeah, just the most important thing is if you lose me, you need to let me know, because I cannot see you guys back there.
Altitude. Altitude.
Alright, shooting for about 430 knots here.
Chalice 4, Warhawk 3, request picture.
Warhawk 3-1,
Altitude.
Chalice 4,
Altitude.
bullseye, 258, 85, 20,000. Track east, hostile.
Well, Warhawk 3 copies that group, no factor at this time.
Altitude. Altitude.
Okay, prepare for a 90-degree left turn to steer 7. And watch the mountains here, ground is rising. Flight, do you still copy me on VHF?
Altitude.
2. 3.
Awesome.
Altitude. Altitude.
And left turn, steer 7. Watch the trees here.
Altitude. 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 Altitude.
Spike from the SA2 again, it's fine, ignore it.
Altitude.
We completely went around him, so we're good. We'll have to watch for him on the return trip though.
Altitude.
2, how do you step weapon type?
Say again?
Just wondering how you step weapon type, like from MAVs to bombs.
Not sure what you mean.
if you wanted to switch.
If I wanted to switch between Mavs and bombs,
Yes.
I would click where it says AGM65 on the SMS page, but you don't have bombs. Each of our planes in our flights only has one type of weapon right now.
2.
Do I recommend you set your harms to Viz?
Altitude. Altitude.
Say again?
Recommend you set your your Mavericks to visual mode. It's gonna be easier to quickly acquire targets with that if we need to over this ridge. Alright, you guys remain low level. Lead's gonna pop up momentarily just to kind of check what's around us. Flight safe fuel.
298.
387.
Okay, 3, try to take it easy there.
3.
And leads returning to low level. Do you guys still have me?
2. Oh, you're a little far ahead now.
3, do you see me?
3 sees you.
Alright, try to catch up, guys. I'm gonna maintain the speed for time and station. I'm off comms for a moment. Leads back on comms.
Altitude. Altitude.
Flight leads maintaining about 450 knots.
Mark 3.
Warhawk, Mudhen, did you talk to me?
Affirm, Mudhen 3, be advised, is at push, and we are on the deck.
Altitude.
Roger, Warhawk, Mudhen is coming up on steer 8, about I think that's 7 miles there. Correction, coming up on steer 7.
Challenge 4, Mudhen 3-1 for bullseye 17710 120,000. Declare. Mudhen 3-1, challenge 4, contact confirmed hostile.
Altitude. Altitude.
Flight, we have fighters about 45 degrees to our right at 30 miles. We're going to ignore them for now.
Altitude.
Watch your right side and make sure they don't get too close. Watch your RWRs.
2.
3.
They're at about 17,000.
Altitude.
And leads checking right steer 8, Spike 21, Warhawk Mudhen 3 engaged with MiG-21s on our nose. Looks like a 4-ship.
Altitude.
Alright, flight lead's gonna take the 2 on the
Yeah,
left.
copy Warhawk 3.
Lead's gonna take the 2 on the left. 2, you take the 1 in the middle. 3, you take the 1 on the right.
2.
16 miles now, we're up high. Careful with the G's, see if you can keep your bombs on wings, but...
You guys on the deck as well?
A-firm, we're engaged 4 ship 21s in 2 pairs.
Copy, we have visual on you. We're supporting if needed.
Lead's going dogfight mode. Flight, try to pick up speed and altitude. We have Spike SA2 on the right, ignore for now. Leads merged. Fox 2.
Fox 2.
Flare. Lock. Lock.
Fox 2.
Fox 2. Fox 2.
Chat. Altitude.
Splash 1 MiG.
Altitude.
Leads in a right turn, defensive. Free flare, free flare. He's about to launch on you.
Altitude. Altitude.
Brake, brake left, brake left. Everybody brake left now. Brake left flare. Brake left and flare.
Lock.
Fox 2.
Lock.
Alright, you're clean.
Lock. Lock.
Uh, 2 brake left.
Chalice 4, engaged defensive. Bullseye 17291. I need help now. Mudhen 3, Chalice 4, looking at the fighter.
Lock. Lock.
Fox 2.
Lock.
Package, splash, 4 MiGs, check in.
Warhawk 3132 is good.
Flight, check in. Two, check in, Victor.
2, check in.
3, check in.
3.
Warhawk Mudhen's all good.
Fox 2.
Copy, Warhawk 3 is here too. Continuing to push.
Chat. Flare.
Okay, flight converge on steer 8.
Altitude.
Rendezvous steer 8.
Altitude.
This is 3. I'm still having 1 enemy. MiG.
Are you sure we shot down 4? Make sure.
Yep, it's on my tail.
Alright, can you give me your location?
Fox 2, inbound.
3, if you need to jettison to deal with him, do that. Warhawk, my 3 is still engaged.
I thought you splashed 4.
I thought so. I thought so too, but seems like no.
Do you need support? Support?
We're heading to support him now.
Copy.
Lock.
Three, I don't know. Two, I don't know if you read me. I see the MiG-21, but I have no missiles. I'm going in with guns.
2.
I just merged with him. Neutral on the deck. Warhawk, you guys might want to delay your attack. Should be Sam's on target. We're still dealing with that MiG. We're offensive, but it's hard to deal with him bombs on the wing.
Lock.
Yeah, copy. We turned back into support.
Roger that. Okay, MiG went nose high.
Lock.
Alright, I think I'm gonna have this guy here.
Fox 2.
Chaff. Flare. Chaff. Flare.
Splash the MiG, splash the MiG.
Nice shot.
Woo!
Okay, flight, leads making a right turn to steer 8.
Charles 4, Warhawk 3 requests vector near threat.
Warhawk 3-1, challenge. 4, nearest threat, bullseye. 2-3-0. 5-7, 18,000. Track hostile, Brent J7.
Flight safe fuel.
Copy, no factor for Warhawk 3.
257.
3, 6.
Alright, Warhawk 3 is gonna return to egress off the coast.
Mudhen 3, same.
366.
3, what was your max G there?
5.1.
Damn, good job. Warhawk Mudhen has another 4 ship off our right, about 10 degrees right at 14,000.
Which direction?
10 degrees right of nose, bullseye 185, 119, 14,000. They are flanking right. Flight, say air-to-air weapons. How many AIM-9s do you have?
2 has 2 missiles.
3, 2 M9. No, actually, sorry, 3 M9.
Copy, we got hostiles again. 25 degrees to the right at 18 miles, closing fast.
3, just letting you know, you didn't actually tell me how to use M9.
I did long ago, but looks like you got it. Just lock him up with dogfight mode on cage. Make sure the diamond stays on and fire.
Roger.
Also, try to only take rear quarter shots. Okay, 2, I need you to engage the guy in front of us and to the right. He's at 14,000, coming in right above me now. And 3, you will engage the 3 to the right. I will support you here in a moment. Disregard my last, those are IL-2s. Do not engage. Warhawk, the other 4 ship are IL-28's. We're not engaging. Engaging SA-3s on target in vicinity.
Copy, Warhawk.
3, lead, I lost visual with you.
3, fly steer 9 and look for enemy air defenses.
3.
Two confirming, not engaging.
Confirmed, non engaging, those are bombers.
Counter. Chaff.
Rifle.
Flare. Chaff. Flare. Chaff. Flare. Chaff.
Mudhen 3-1, engage defensive SA-3.
Flare.
Rifle on that SA-3 as well.
Altitude. Altitude.
3. 2.
SA-3 is directly on top of the airfield. And Shack SA-3. Warhawk Mudhen, expect mud pads and AAA on target. SA-3 radar is destroyed.
Rock eyes. Rock eyes. Rock eyes.
Nice pass, 3.
Rifle.
Chaff. Flare.
Mudhen 3-2. Sand launch. Southwest.
Chaff. Flare. Low. Caution. Caution.
Mudhen 3-1 sit, I'm still up. I am Winchester. No weapons left.
3, should I go for another run?
3, use your own judgment. If you do, make it very fast.
Altitude. Altitude.
MiG-21 spotted above airbase.
Fox 2.
2 engaging.
Rock eyes.
MiG-21 spotted above the airbase. He's flying north after 2 F-16s. 3, he should be right in front of you. Engage him.
3.
He's in the left turn, 3. He's engaging you now. 3, go burner. You're being fired on by AAA.
Warning. 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 Warning.
Fox 2.
Made the MiG-21 crash into mountain.
3, that's a negative. I see one still up here. Warhawk, what's your status? Warhawk Mudhen, what's your status? Warhawk Mudhen.
Fox 2.
2 is empty.
Warhawk 3's engaged, Mig 21.
Okay, lead stripping off, returning to base. I am heavily damaged. 2, take command. You have accomplished your mission. You guys can return if Warhawk doesn't need help. Warhawk 3, Mudhen 3-1 is heavily damaged, returning to base on own. Left 2 and 3 in position, 2 is in command.
Warhawk 3 copies.
Three, what's your status? Three, you still engaging?
Fox 2.
Three, you with me?
3, I'm still near the enemy.
Are you still engaging?
Mayday, mayday, airman down. Oh,
3, that's affirmative.
I'm out of ammo, can't engage.
3, jettison all of your shit, wait for him to turn with nose south and you nose north, and just bug out of her with full afterburner.
Roger that.
You need to get out of here, we don't have ammo to support you, and you're gonna be running low on fuel soon. So just disengage as best you can.
Which way is the way back to the airport?
Fly towards the water and then along the water to the north. That will take you back to Eilat.
Lead, can you repeat that?
Fly towards the water and then along the water to the north. That will take you back towards Eilat, and watch out for the SA-2 on the way back.
3.
2, this is 3. I need you to try and rejoin with me.
2, what's your position?
Yeah, I'm trying to work on that. I have no navigation equipment. Actually, scratch my last. I'm 28 miles, bearing 030 from steer 9. Again, that's 28 miles, bearing 030 from steer 9. And I'm at low level. I need you to rejoin with me and serve as my RWR because mine's out. And my current heading is 030-ish.
Have you passed steer 10 yet?
I don't know. I can't see the steer points. I only have steer 9. Also, I have no UHF. See if you can check Warhawk and see what's their status, and if they hit the airbase.
3, when should I start being aware about the fuel?
Caution.
3, you should start climbing probably. How much fuel do you have?
2.
Repeat last.
2 left on fuel.
1 at a time. 3, speak first.
3, I have 2 left on fuel.
Okay, yeah, you need to climb hard. Do you remember how to use the cruise home mode?
No.
Okay, press 5 from the main page until you see home at the top of the page. Press 0.
Altitude.
Use military power, which is maximum without afterburner, to speed up to the speed caret, and then maintain the speed caret with the nose position, still military power, and climb to the altitude that's shown on the altitude caret.
The AIS spoke over you.
3. 2. Are you on afterburner?
Yes.
2, brake right low. You are going straight into an SA3. 2, wave your wings. 2, wave your wings. Okay, 3, wave your wings, left, right. Okay, both of you just make a right turn and check your 2 o'clock low, very low, and see if you can see me. I should be smoking black.
2, negative, I don't see anything.
2, flare once.
2,
Okay, 3, flare once.
3 actually have no flares left.
Okay, 3, are you in a left-hand turn?
3,
Okay, make a hard right. Okay, 3, check your 1 o'clock low. Do you see me? I'm smoking black. I'm below your nose now. Check left. You're 11 o'clock now.
3, negative. I can see.
Can you see me?
Negative.
Check your 11 o'clock. 10 o'clock now. Co-altitude.
Oh, 3, I have visual.
Alright, come up beside me and tell me if you get any RW or indication of an SE3 on your 9 o'clock.
3, I did actually see one earlier.
Okay, because there's an SE3 on our 9 o'clock and I need you to tell me if it's about to launch. Actually, scratch that, you don't have the fuel for this. Go straight back to Eilat.
Roger that.
High altitude, military power, and good luck to you. Don't use afterburner. How much fuel do you have?
3, I have 1 left.
As in 1,000?
That's correct.
1,000 how much?
I have 1,000 exactly right now.
Good luck. That doesn't sound good.
Any tips on landing, please?
First of all, do you see the runway now? Because I can just about see it on the coast.
Where should it be approximately?
You should see like a big hotel on the coast and the runway beyond that.
Negative, I have clouds.
Yeah, well, you'll have 2 cities on the coast, one big to the right and one smaller to the left. It's the runway past the smaller one to the left.
3, I have visual.
Okay, and as for landing it, You want your flight path marker to be somewhere in the center of the bracket that will show up when you put your wheels down. Do not put your wheels down above 300 knots. And be gentle. 2 say status. Two, this is 1 say status. Two, this is 1 say status. Two, this is 1 on UHF guard. Do you read me?
Three, will start descending for the landing?
3, yes, you should start looking for the landing, yes. It's not the airfield with the 2 runways, that's hostile. You need the airfield with a single one.
Roger that, landing in a single one.
Altitude. Altitude.
2 looks like we're the only ones left. Correction, 3 looks like we're the only ones left.
That sounds good.
Yeah, just get down as soon as possible. Don't crash it.
Three and final.
Okay, leads on final in front of you, but I'm gonna probably go long because my brakes are fucked up.
Landing spin?
Say again?
Landing spin?
Yeah, trying to. Lead's going around. I'm not gonna make that landing.
Three, touchdown.
Okay, don't forget to brake. Use Q if it don't work.
Oh, they work.
Caution. Caution.
Three is landing securely. Where should they go now?
Just get off the runway, dude. I didn't mean to descend, but that works, I guess.
I just saw that you're in final, so they must think.
I am on final, if you can call this a final.
Okay.
If anyone's still in, let me know before I exit. Okay, I guess we're all out.
Yeah, I'm out.